Quickly, for those of you who might not know, I was put in a nunnery when I was 3.5 years old and lived there until I was 17, almost 18. So when I mention nunneries, that's where I grew up, literally. All I remember of my mother's face is her profile, how her face turned away always, and how swiftly that profile gave way to the back of her neck and the perfect curls she set there, for she set them there each morning with willful, savage seduction. I spent my childhood clinging to an image of her face, bending toward mine. She was the one kissing me on the lips when, some nights, I kissed myself in a mirror. I swear once a mirror breathed back Chanel No. 5 into my mouth. Only her perfume clung to me when she left me at the nunnery. I didn't see her turn away. I was staring at my new black shoes and at two other pairs, one stiletto-heeled with golden silk bows and a pearl at their center, and the other pair were black, thick-soled sandals under with dark brown socks. If I couldn't lift my head, it wasn't because of the shoes or the smell of cabbage smothering mother's perfume, but because I was suddenly deaf, not to Antwerp's streetcar squeaks or the rain streaking the window, but I could no longer hear mother's voice. I didn't dare look up. Who knows what became of that chair, the one my mother flung at me once, down on my knees, arms over my head. It missed me, but she hurled it again. It hit my neck. I had spilled ink on her rug. She was beautiful, violently blonde and beautiful. Her laughter, a child's, sprinkled rooms with prettiness, the way sparkles skittered on walls when her rings caught the sun. Someone had died in the family one week. A taxi brought me home. Father smelled of cologne. He smoked Gauloise Bleue from an ivory holder. Like tiny moths, ashes fell and fluttered on his lapels. Mother wore a Brussels lace veil and elbow-length gloves closed by what seemed to be like 100 pearl-like buttons. At the funeral, she whispered how adoringly the priest's alb had been embroidered, how delicately refined it was. And hours later, I had spilled ink on her rug. And it comes back to me how adoringly I'd breathe in sync with her the few times she held me. Soothed, sated with her perfume, my face in the prickly curls of her neck, I felt chosen, possessed almost by unbrokenness. Not solace or warmth, unbrokenness, after she dropped me off at the convent again. And then the waiting began for a letter, a card signed Maman. Months of waiting, years once.